All of you, welcome back to yet another project video. In this project, you're going to build your first ever full stack NFT marketplace project where user can create NFT, resell NFT, list NFT, share the royalty, and when they will perform all the transaction, you're going to make commission based on the royalty, based on the listing, and we are providing 3 different payment options. So user can buy the NFT in ETH, USDT token and USDT token. So let me provide you all the feature and functionality we have included in this full stack NFT marketplace project and how it will work. So when the user will come back to your application, this is the beautiful landing page they will find where we are providing all the information about our NFT marketplace. So this is the hero section where we are providing the details about our project. We are giving the description, and here you will have this particular option. So you can simply click here and you can go back to the dashboard section. Here we are giving the overall stats about the contract and what are the feature and functionality we have into it. If you come back to the platform section, you will find all the services which we are providing. So this is a dynamic component. You can simply click and you can go back to the different tabs and you can able to explore each one of this. So this is our feature section. If you come back here you will find the feedback which we are displaying from the creator of the marketplace. So you can see this is the testimonial section we have, and we have the FAQ section where you can highlight all the important question about the project, about the smart contract and how it will work. If you come back here, we have this beautiful section from where user can simply join your newsletter. They can go back to the create page, they can explore the NFT, and we have the footer section. So I'm going to show you all the thing in action. Just wait. So this is the beautiful landing page we have. Now let me take you to the dashboard and you can explore all the NFT we have in our dashboard. So simply click here in the explore marketplace and it will take you to the dashboard, and this is how the interface would look like. So this part, the dashboard part, is divided in 2 parts. On the left hand side you will have the entire navigation section, all the menu which we are providing. So we have our branding. Currently I have connected with the admin account, so that's what you can see. I'm the admin, and here we have the other menus. So we have the marketplace, we have the create, we have my collection, my listing, analytical part, activity, admin panel, we have the help section, and I'm the admin, so I have the access of the admin page as well. So this is the sidebar. Now we have the body section. On the top bar we have our branding, we have a search, and from here user can toggle between light and dark modes. This looks absolutely incredible in light as well as in the dark mode. You will have your words, so you can simply click, you can connect or disconnect. This is the body section where we're displaying the details about the marketplace. So it's a premium NFT marketplace. We have a description. You can click here, you can go back to the create page or you can go back to the explore page, which is this one. You will find the overall stats about the NFT. So how many NFT we have in our smart contract in the NFT marketplace. So total NFT we have is 8. 1 NFT got sold. Currently we have active listing is 7, and currently we have 2 users. So this data is absolutely dynamic based on the user NFT creation and the buy and sell. Now we have this advanced filtration system where you can able to do the filtration based on ETH, USDC and USDT. So user can provide the price based on this free model. You can come back here, click here, and you can simply select the price range of the token of the NFT. You can come back to the viewer, and here you can also do the filtration. If you want to change the architecture, you can simply do that. You can have in the grid system or you can simply have in the bigger system. So that's how you can able to perform. Looks absolutely incredible. Now we have this function. We can click here, it's going to refetch the data and it's going to feed into the component. And here we are displaying all the NFT we have. So we have this nice over effect. You can see it's a nice over effect we are getting. So if you want to share, you can simply click here and you will have your internal model. You can simply share it in the email or messages. If you want to get the details, you can simply click here. You can copy the address, or you can simply click on this view details, and it's going to give you this pop-up model where you can able to explore the complete details about the NFT. So you can simply have a full screen image where you can able to see the image, how it's going to look. We have a beautiful. You can also go to the different section. Click here, it will take you to the different page. You will find the details, the description, collection name. So we have the owner, we have the creator. You can see the royalty we hold. So when the user will buy, we'll get the commission based on the royalty. You can see the timeline, when it's listed, when it's created, and here you will have the payment option. So we have the 3 payment options. This is the price we have to pay in ETH. This is the price we have to pay in USDT, and this is the price we have to pay in USDC. So you can pick any payment mode. If you want to pay through USDC, you can simply select here in purchase NFT and it's going to give you this model, and you can able to simply perform the transaction. So you can pick the ETH or USDC or USDT. So simply pick any one of the model and it will open the smart contract and you can execute the transaction, which I will show you in practical. So that's what we have here. You can come back here and you can able to explore all the details about the NFT which we are providing. That's all you will find. You can come back here, you can click on the view. It's going to open the view model and you will have the details about the NFT. If you come back here, you will have the buy option, because some of the NFT which is not created by you but listed in the marketplace by different user, you will have the buy option. So this one is a dynamic. Click here and it's going to give you the option straight away and you can buy it, the NFT straight away. And we have all of this view, over, explore. That's all we have. So this is the NFT marketplace from where you can see the NFT listed for sale and the NFT which you can buy. So that's all we have. If you want to do the filtration, you can simply come back here. You can see from 1 to 5, and right now we don't have it. If you want to go a little higher, you can simply click on this 5 to higher, and this is the one we have. You can also select based on the price. So you can see, go with low to high, and you will have the price with low to high. And that's what you can see. Start with 5, then we have the 4, and all the way, which you can simply check 20. So it will go from low to high. If you want to do the filtration with high and all, that's all you can do. This one is the highest one. So that's how you can explore. It's really powerful. So this is the marketplace we have. Now come back to the next one, which is the create NFT. And this one is a dynamic feature. So this is how beautiful it will look. We have the branding where we can providing all the information about the NFT and we can list our NFT in the marketplace. So it has altogether 3 sections: upload details, set pricing and royalty, and review and create. So you can simply upload your image, provide the name, description, type the collection, and you can also give the attribute. You can simply provide that one and you can go back to the next stage where you can set the pricing of the 3 NFT, which I will show you in practical. So this is the create NFT section, and you will have the bottom where we are providing all the details about the project. That's the create NFT section. The next section we have is the my collection. You can come back here and all the NFT which you have listed, which you have bought, that's all you will get right up here. So currently I haven't bought any NFT. That's why you can see it's empty. But when I will buy the NFT, that's all is going to reflect here. So you can see this is the banner I have. This is the total 0 own NFT I have, active listing 0, total sold 0, and there's no fund. It's going to display all that one. So this is the different filtration system we have included. So this is the my collection section. Now we have the my listing. So if I come back here, and you will find that this is the NFT which I have listed. So this is our branding. We have the live data coming from the smart contract, IPFS, and the blockchain. You will see total listing I have done from this particular account is 2. Active listing is 2. There is no sold. I have this much value of NFT I have listed in the contract, and that's all you will find here. That's all you will find. So this is the details section about the NFT. You can click here and you can have the search option. You can also click here and you will have these 3 options. So you have seen the view details already. It's going to give you the details about the NFT. If you want to simply copy the address, you can simply copy that one and it's going to reflect, and you can copy the address easily. So you will copy the address. Now if you want to simply go with the editing, you can click here and it will open the pop-up model, and from here you can able to edit the price. So this is the price which I have set. If I want to update the ETH price, USDC price, and USDT price, I can set that, which I will show you in action. So this is how you can able to control. If you come back here, you will see the overall stats, that description, type, and the addresses which you have used, and you will find the fund you have provided, the royalty. That's all you will find here. So in this I hold 9% royalty, in this I hold 10% royalty, and this is the pricing. If I want to view, I can do it from here, or I can simply close, and if I want to do the editing, I can do it here from here as well, and it's going to open the model and I can simply do the editing of the price. So this is my listing section. I hope you have understood that what we have in the listing, and you can find all the details about this NFT, when it's created, when it's listed. That's all you will find. So you can explore. Now the next one we have is the analytical section, and here you will find the overall stats about the NFT and the transaction which is taking place. So you will find the banner where we are providing all the details. We have the filtration system, so we can able to filter with the listed, sold, and minted. So all of the NFT is listed in the marketplace. That's all you can able to find. So here we have. If you want to go to the create, you can click here. You can go back to the marketplace. If you want to refresh, you can simply refresh. You can see the overall stats. So this is the image, this is the listed one, this is the name, and this is the ID. That's all we have, and you can able to see the pricing of the NFT which we have listed. This looks perfect. If you come back here, you can see the filtration. There's no minted, That's all we have here. The next one we have is the activity section. I can click here and you will come back here. In the activity section, I can able to have the complete stack, the activity listing, total sales, total number of NFT we have, and here you will find the details about the NFT. That's all you will find. You can also go with the filtration of this model. So this is the activity section. Now come back to the admin panel, and this one is only visible to admin because right now I'm connected with the admin account. So if I click here, you will find that I have the access of this admin panel, and from here I can able to control the entire smart contract. So admin control center, I have given all the information, so admin will have the control over the smart contract, real-time analytical, admin verification. So currently the contract is active. Total number of NFT we have is 8. This is the fee we are charging. So when the user will buy or sell the NFT, we are charging 2.5% commission on the amount. So currently there is inactive of emergency function because there is a function we have in the contract which you can call and set is an emergency. So we have a waiting period, and after that all the fund will be withdrawn from the smart contract, which I will talk about it. Now you can come back to the tab section. You will find the overall stats. So currently the listing fee is this much, and the platform commission when the trade will happen, when the buying and sale of the token will happen, this is the commission we'll receive, and this is the recipient address. So you can set different recipient address. You can simply update the address and that particular account is going to receive the fund, or you can also set your admin address. It's totally up to you. You will find the overall stats. Now if you come back to the settings, there you will have this model. So from here you can able to update the fee, that how much you want to charge as a listing fee. If you want to increase the commission which you want to charge on the buying and sell, you can simply increase that one. If you want to change the address where you want to receive the commission, so you can change this from here. You can also change the token listing fee with for the USDT and USDC. So that's all you can update right from here, which we're going to explore together. Now if you come back to the moderation, from here you can able to control. You can block any user address. You can also block the token management, and here you have the emergency function which you can call, and you're going to pause the smart contract. The next one we have is the emergency. So here we have this particular function. You can simply call it and you can able to find the details which I have provided. So once you will call this function, it will have a 7 days window. The transaction will happen, but after 7 days it will automatically going to call and withdraw all the contract fund and is going to lock the smart contract. So this is the emergency fund we have. So I hope you have understood the complete feature we have in our NFT marketplace and how you can able to have the control. Now let me show you every single thing in action. You can simply come back here and you can see how it's going to look on a dark mode. So we have a beautiful interface. So you can see this is how it will look. This is the collection section we have. This is the listing section we have, where you can able to have the details. It looks wonderful. And if you check all of these details, the view model, that looks absolutely wonderful and amazing in the dark mode as well. So you can pick anyone, but I like the light mode very much. You can go back to the activities, you can go back to the admin panel, and you can see every single thing is looking good. So that's how it's going to look on the light and dark mode. So hope you have understood. Now let me perform all the action and show you that how it's going to work and how the user can buy the NFT. So I can come back here and you can see that here I have all the NFT listed right up here in the marketplace. So only this NFT is available for sell, which I can simply buy it. So currently I have this one. I can simply click on this buy and it's going to open this model, and I have this 3 options to make the payment. I can do the payment with 20 ETH, or I can pay this 100 USDC, or I can pay 100 USDT. So I can pick any one of the models. So for that I will go with this USDT. So I'll simply select here and it's going to make a call to our smart contract, and all we have to do is to first approve our token, and then we have to call one more time, so it will transfer the token. So what will happen in this particular transaction, I paid 100 token, so 2.5% of the token will go to the commission and the rest of the token will go to the user who listed the NFT. So you will find the NFT is gone and right now it's not available for sale. So we have successfully bought the NFT. If you come back to my collection, you will find the NFT I have bought just now. This is the NFT I have owned. In the same way, if I want to buy one more NFT, you will find that this went up to 2. If I want to buy this one as well, which one is listed for sale, I can buy it. I can simply click here, and this time I want to buy with ETH. I have to pay ETH, 4 ETH. I can simply click here and it's going to open it up, and I have to simply click on this confirm, and I have bought the NFT. I made the purchase successfully. Now if I come back here in my collection, you will find the NFT I have bought, and here we have it. This is the NFT which is I bought just now. This is the NFT. Now if I come back to my marketplace, you will find that it's went up to 3. If I come back here, you will find this NFT is also listed for buying, and here we have the other NFT is also listing for buying. So I can buy all the NFT very easily. Now let me come back here in the create NFT and show you how you can able to create your NFT. So first I have to upload my image for the NFT. So I'll simply come back here, I click here, and here I have the image of all the NFT. I'll simply select this creator 9. I will click on this open, and here it will upload successfully. You can see we have a nice gradient and we have the name and the size is all looking fine. If you want to remove, you can click here and it's going to remove, and you can select one more time whichever you want. Now I have to give the name, so I'll say Daulat Hussain. I have to give the description. I'll give this one, and here you have the option to set the collection, which is very important. As for I'll go with this, let's say pro courses, and here you have the option to set the attributes. So you can click here and you can call whatever you want. I can say coder, I'll say the chain coders. If you want to set one more, you can do that. I'll say Solidity, we'll say EVM, and if you want, you can set one more. I'll say NFT, and this will be place. If you want, you can add one more, or if you don't want, you can simply remove that. So I want to give this 3 attributes, and you will find that we have provided all of these detail: image, name, description, collection, and the attributes. Now I have to click on this next, set pricing. So it will take me in the next stage, and here I have to provide the details about the pricing. So what price I want to set for Ethereum. So for example, I'm doing all the testing on the DevNet in my local environment, so I'll go with, let's say, 10 ETH. And if I want to set the price in the USDC, I can do that. So for that, I'm going to set this 100, but make sure you should calculate and provide the actual price. You can go with the same price, or you can go with a different price, but both are the stable coins, so I will go with the same pricing. So 200 for USDC and USDT, and 10 is for ETH, or you can give me the, let's say, 6 or 5, depending on the price which you want to set it. And you will find that this much money we're going to charge as a listing fee, and this will go to our recipient address, commission holder. So this is the listing fee we are charging. Now I can set the royalty, and here you will find that this royalty you will get. So I want to have the royalty of 10% because that's the range. I'll set 10% all the royalty, and you will find that higher royalty detached by the buyer, and you can see royalty recipient. This one is an option. If you provide other address to receive the royalty, you can provide the address, but by default it will go to your wallet address because you are creating it. You will find some overall stats. It looks absolutely fine, and here you will see all of these details. Now click on this review and create, and you will come back here, and here you can able to review the entire details which you have provided about the NFT. So image, we have the name, we have the description, the attributes, looks fine. We have the pricing, we have the royalty one, and here we have the transaction fee we're going to pay. The estimation will be automatically get calculated on the chain, and now we're ready to mint. Click on this mint NFT, and here it's minting. Just wait, it's uploading our document. Then we have to simply call the confirmation. So let's click on this confirm, and the transaction is successfully created, and we have redirected to our my collection section, and you will find this is the one which we have bought. But if you come back to the my listing, you will find the NFT we have listed just now for sale. This one is the NFT number 9, and here it's loading the image behind the scene. So once it will load, it's going to feed out all the data in our component. So just wait. Finally we got the image. You will see the tag, you will see the ID, you will see the name, description, attributes, all the pricing which you have set. That's all is reflecting fine. If you want to go with the details, you can simply click here. You can go with the view details, and here you will have the option which you have provided. You can go back to the different tabs, and you can see the details, the attributes which you have provided. If you go back to the history and the pricing, the 6 which you have provided, that's all is there. So that's how you can able to create your NFT. Let's create one more. If I come back here, if I go, I can click here, and this time I'll go with this dude, and I have this. Now I can upload this. I'll call this blockchain coder. Let's give the description. I can call this to be coder calculation. I can give the attributes, so I can go with, let's say, provider coder, and you can give any attribute. So we'll say NFT place, and that's the 2 attribute I can provide. I can click on this set pricing. I can come back here. I can give the pricing, let's say 4. This one will be 100. This one will be 100, and I can set the royalty to be, let's say, 8%, and I can just keep it as it is. And here I have the details, and I can click on this review and create, and you will have the complete overview of the NFT. Now you are ready to list and mint. Click on this mint, and it's going to upload the entire data to the IPFS, and it's going to make a call to our smart contract. Now click on this confirm, and here the transaction is successfully completed, and we have created our NFT. Come back to the listing, and there you will find the details. Like now you created the 4 NFT from this account. Here you can see it's ID number 10, it's loading. And finally we got the details about the NFT. Perfect. I hope you can understand how beautiful it's looking. We have the lazy loading system which is working absolutely fine. So if you want to do the editing of this particular NFT, you can do that. You can click on this edit listing and here you have the option. So if I want to change the pricing, so let's say 7, I can do that. If I want to change this to be 200 or this would be 200 and any other number like let's say 150, I can do that. All I have to do is to simply click on this update listing and here it's uploading. Simply click on this confirm and here the transaction is completed and you have updated the pricing of the NFT. So that's how you can do the editing. If you want to do the editing of this one, you can simply select here, I want to update this to let's say 9, click on this update listing and here is going to perform the transaction and I would be updated the NFT pricing and here is got it updated 9. So that's how you can able to update the pricing of the NFT. Looks absolutely fine. So that's how you have the control over the NFT. Now if you come back to my collection, you will see that this is the 2 NFT which I own in my account. So right now it's owned in my wallet address, no longer in the marketplace. So if I want to resell this NFT, I can do that. I can do that very easily. You can click here and you can able to find the details. You can simply click here and here you will have the details about the NFT because this one is a sold NFT. You will have the overall details. You can click here, it's going to expand and you will have the image. You can come back here, you can see the description, collection, owner, creator is 0. You can copy the address and here you will find the royalty, 5% is going to be this. Here you will find the details. You will find this NFT has been sold. If you come back to trail, you will find this all details, it's sold. If you come back to the history, you will find the details, it's sold. Now I want to list this NFT for sale in the marketplace, so I can do that. Remember, this is the AstroCat. So I can come back here, I can click on this resell. Here it's going to open the model and I can set the pricing of this NFT which I want to charge. So I can go with let's say 15 ETH. This will be let's say 300 and this will be let's say 300. I got it, I set the, and now when I will list, I have to pay this much to the commission. It will go to the recipient address. I'll simply click on this list for resale. It's going to make a call and I have to simply confirm the transaction. And here the transaction is completed and it's listed in the marketplace. If I come back here in the marketplace, I can able to find the NFT which is listed. Here we got it. You can see the pricing 15 and we have the other details. Now you can open it up and you can see the details. We have all of this. If I want to purchase, I can do that. I can purchase my own NFT. I can simply click here. It's going to open this model and I have to simply confirm the transaction. So I can simply give this USDC or USDT. I can do that. I can go with this one and here it will open automatically. Click on this approve and now we have to confirm that. So it will transfer the fund. Click on this confirm. And finally, we have bought the NFT. If you come back to my NFT, I have bought my own NFT. Here I got it back. So every single thing is looking fine. I hope you have understood that how it will work. I can resell my NFT one more time. I'll give this, let's say 14. This will be 100. This will be 100. And I have to simply click on this list for sale. Let's click on that. And here I have listed my NFT for sale in the marketplace. And now user can start buying it up. So this is how you can able to control the entire application. You can come back to the marketplace, which you have already seen. You can come back to the created. You can see how you can create the NFT. You can come back to the collection. Here we have all of that. You can come back to my listing and you will find all the NFT which you hold and listed. You can come back to the analytical part. There you will find all the details about the transaction which you are making. That's all is reflecting fine. If you come back to the analytical activity, there you will find that total number of NFT, how many sold, that's all you will have here. Now let's come back to the admin panel and let me show you how you can able to control the admin features. So right now you will find that we have these functions. So if you want to stop the contract for performing any transaction, you can simply click on this pause contract and it's going to make a call. All you have to do is to simply click on confirm and that contract is paused. Now no can able to interact. So currently I have paused the contract. Now if I come back here and try to perform any transaction, it might not going to work. So you can come back here and you can see that here I have all of these details. If I click on this buy, here I have this option. Now I can simply click on this buy this one and it's going to make a call and I can click on this confirm and you will find that click on this confirm and here I got the transaction failed because we have paused the contract. So we cannot able to purchase the NFT. So as an admin we have the control. So I can come back here and I'm going to unpause the contract. So I can click on this unpause and I can click on this confirm and I have simply bring the contract back to active mode. Now I can come back to the marketplace and now I can able to perform the transaction. So if I want to buy, I can simply come back here, click on this buy NFT. Here it is going to open. Now I can simply click on this Ethereum and here it is going to perform, and I can simply pay the money and I will have the NFT back into my account. So I can come back to my collection. You can see I bought it, the NFT, and it's here we have it. So that's how you can able to have the control in the active mode and deactivate the contract. Now you can come back to the setting, and from here you can able to change the price. So right now this is the listing fee we are charging, but if I want to increase this to, let's say, 2.5, I can click on this update and it's going to update the price. So now when the user will create the NFT, they have to pay this much. So if I come back to the create section, you will see the fund will be changed. Now we have the active fees is going to be higher. So you can simply provide the details. This one, you can go back to this, you can give the description, you can go that to the courses, you can just keep that as it is, or you can skip that one, click on the pricing, and here you will have the details that how much you are charging. So this much you have to pay this time if you want to create the NFT. So that's how you can able to control the fee. Let's come back to the setting. Now if I want to increase the percentage, because when the user will buy, we are charging 2.5%, but if I want to increase it, I can increase it to 4% or 3%, and it will be updated. So I can click here and it's going to make a call, and here I have this confirm and the transaction is completed and I have updated the percentage. So when the user will buy, this percent we are going to receive as a commission, or you can simply bring it down to 3%. It's totally up to you that how much you want to charge as a commission when the transaction of buying and selling will happen. So we have updated. If you want to change the address, because all the commission, all the fee, when the user will list the NFT, when the user will buy the NFT, is going to be received in this particular recipient address. So if you want to update with a different account, you can do that. So you can simply come back here, and I'm going to select this particular account because I have used this account for deploying the smart contract. So I'll simply provide here, and I got it. I can simply click on this update, and here is going to perform the transaction. Now click on this confirm, and this time this account is an admin. It's an admin, but is also going to receive the fund when the user will buy. If I want to change the listing, because that's what we are providing as a default, so I can simply change that one. So let's call this to be 5, and let's update this, and I can simply click on confirm, update it. If I want to go with, let's say, let's call this 4 as a commission, I can simply provide the listing fee in the USDT. So let's click on this confirm. If I want to go with this, I can change this to, let's say, 3, 4, it's totally up to you. So that's how you can able to control the entire fee system we have in the smart contract. So click on this confirm and the transaction is completed. So that's how you can able to control the entire smart contract and set different stages in the moderator. Now you can come back to the moderator section, and from here you can able to block any user. You can also block the ID. That's all you can do that. You can also pause the contract, and you can simply provide that, and it's going to simply block it, but I don't want to do it. Got it? You can also pause it the contract from here, and you can come back here in the emergency section, and here we have this emergency function. So if you call it at the moment, it's going to have a 7 days waiting period. After that, it's going to simply lock the contract and no transaction will execute and all the fund will be executed. So this is the emergency contract. You should call it when you find that there is something wrong in the contract. So this is the emergency function we have included. So that's how you can able to control the entire smart contract and all the feature you will have for the admin. It's really powerful. If I show you the responsiveness, it looks absolutely incredible on mobile device. Let me check and provide you the options. So this is how it's going to look on the mobile device. It's really powerful. You can have the menu section. This is how it's going to look. You can go back to the different section in our application, and you can change the file. So you can simply click here. You will come back to the my listing section. You can click here. It will go up. You can also go back to the other pages like activities, and you will have the details about the NFT which is lifted. We have a loading system. That's all is there. Perfect. If you come back to the create section, go back to the create NFT, and that's how it's going to look. It's really powerful. So user can easily able to come back to the create section, provide all the details, go back to the next attributes, and they can able to do that. If you come back here, if you go back to the my listing section, you will find all the NFT which you have listed, or if you want to buy or if you want to do the editing, you can click here, open the model, and you can able to perform the transaction and you can list that one. So let's click that. So that's how it's going to look. And if I show you that how it's going to look when the other user will come back to your application, so I'll simply come back here. I can go back to my MetaMask, and this time I'll go back to my account number. Let's click here, account number 5, and you will find that all state will be changed. So right now I'm connected with the user account, and here you will have that the admin section is gone, and you will find the overall stats based on this particular account, the wallet address. If I come back to my marketplace, you will find all the NFT which is listed in the marketplace. So you can easily to perform and you can buy. You can simply come click here and you can pay the amount. So I'll go with ETH, and it's going to perform the transaction. So all I have to do is to simply confirm the transaction. The NFT would be bought very easily. So I have bought the NFT. If I want to buy, I can click it one more time and it's going to open the model. So let's click it one more time. Here I have the model. I can click with this USDT. I have to simply click on this, confirm the transaction, and I have to confirm one more time. So this time the transaction will happen of the token. So let's click on this confirm, and finally the transaction is completed and we have bought the NFT. So that's how you can able to buy. If you want to create, you can create very easily. It's a very straightforward process. If you come back to my collections, you will find the NFT we have bought. So currently we own this 3 NFT, and this is the 2 NFT we have bought it. Come back to the listing, you will find this account has listed all this NFT. Come back to the analytical part, there you will find all of these details. So it's really powerful. It's 100% dynamic based on the user, based on the admin. That's all looking absolutely great. So I hope you have understood that what are the feature and functionality we have included. It looks very good on the dark mode, and I really like the dark mode as well. So when you add this kind of light and dark mode, it's create more powerful and give a better branding to the users. So it's really powerful. So I hope you have understood that what are the feature and functionality we have included, how it will work, and how every single thing will happen in our smart contract. Now let me provide you all the assets, all the folder and files which you need to develop this particular project and launch. And I will also provide you the final source code so you can simply faster your development. So you can get the starter file and the final code. There is a link in the description. You can click here, or you can simply come back here, open a new tab and type the blockchain coder. You will come back here, and here you will find all the 100+ project we have developed. So you can simply make sure to log in, go back to the source code section, and there you will find all the project we have. So build at least 5 projects. When you will build 5 projects, then you can able to understand how decentralized application would work. So I would suggest you to come back here, click on this recent project, and here you will have this one. So click here, you will come back here, and from here you can able to get the final source code. You can pay in crypto, or you can also get the starter file in which you will have the complete folder and file structure which you need to develop this particular project. And I'm going to attach a setup video right up here. So this video which I'm recording, which I'm going to attach so you can understand and watch it till the end to do the setup of the final source code. Now let me show you that once you will get the final source code, how you have to do the setup in your system, what are the variables you need to add into that, and how you can launch it. Once you will download the final source code, you will get the zip file, and when you will extract the zip file, you will get this particular folder in which you will have the complete source code of the project which you have seen in the demo. So make sure to install a zip extractor, then you can able to extract this file and get this folder, and this is the folder you have to open in your VS Code. So let's click on the VS Code, and you will have this one. Click on this open, go back to the directory where you have the file. So I'll go back to desktop, and there I have this folder. I'll select, click on open. And now let me give you a complete walkthrough of the folder and file structure we have designed and how you can easily able to start the application and what are the changes you have to do from your end. So once you will open it, the very first folder we have in our project is the component, in which you will find all the component we have designed for our NFT marketplace. So first we have the layout, and in which we have the entire global component. So we have the header component. Just keep it as it is. First test the way I'm explaining it without doing any changes. Once you understand the complete, test every single thing. After that, do all the experiment from your end, but just keep it as it is. Don't make any changes as of now. So this is the header section. Then we have the layout. Don't need to make any changes. We have the sidebar. So this is the global component we have. Let's close this one. Come back here. The next one we have is the NFT card, in which we have the NFT card where we are displaying the details about the NFT. Then we have the NFT model details where we are displaying the details about the NFT. That's all we have here. Just keep it as it is. The next one we have is the regular component, which is the UI, in which we have the loader, and here we have the card stats. Just keep it as it is. Close this one, close this one. So this is our component section, in which we have the regular component as well as the global component. So close this one. The next one we have is the lib, in which we have the important folder and file for making the connection, uploading the document to the IPFS and wallet configuration. So the very first folder we have inside the lib is the contract, in which we have multiple files. So we have the config file. There we are keeping all the environment variable. So we are simply importing the environment variable for .env file, and here we are storing it up. So don't need to make any changes. Just keep it as it is. Close this one. The next one we have is the contract function, Here you will find that we have built the entire smart contract function which allows us to communicate and perform all the transaction from reading, writing. So that's all you can see. Just keep it as it is. Every single thing is dynamic. You can see our API is also coming from our artifact dynamically. So you don't need to copy paste the API. So let's close this one. We have the util function which allows us to get, read and format the addresses. So this is the regular function we have. So just keep it as it is. Close this one. So this is the contract. The next one we have is the IPFS, and in which we are allowing us to upload the document to the IPFS. So when the user will create the NFT, we have to upload the data as well as the images. So that's all the function we have. We have coded. Just keep it as it is. Don't need to make any changes. Close this one. The next one we have is the Wing configuration. So this will allow us to have a multiple wallet provider. We are using the Wing, and here we are doing the configurations. We are getting our API key for WalletConnect, and that's what we are providing. Just keep it as it is. Close this one. Close this one. Close this one. The next one we have is the pages. So it's a multi-page application. We have this app.js. We have done the global configuration for our application. We are calling NFT Marketplace. You can call whatever name you want to give to your marketplace, and we are displaying our icon, which is coming from public folder. So that's all we have. Keep it as it is. We have the other pages like activity, admin, analytical, create, dashboard, index, listing and my listing. So this is all the pages. Don't need to make any changes. Every single thing is dynamic. You can come back to the index file, and here we have this landing page where you can do the changes. So you can come back here and you can see that we have the stats. So you can simply able to play around with this tab model. We have the feature details. So you can simply change the title and description, the color. That's all we have. So this is the change you can do, but the rest of the thing, keep it as it is, because all of things are dynamic. Let's close this one, close this one. Come back to the public, in which you will find that I have given a couple of assets. So you will find the NFTs, in which I have given you all of this NFT images, which you can have a look and you can use it to deploy. So close this one. Then we have the Ethereum icon, we have our logo. So make sure to change the logo icon, but give the name as it is. So it will be automatically reflect in all the places. We have the icon for the USDT and USDC. Just keep it as it is. Close this one. This is the public folder. Close this one. Now we have the style, in which we have the global.css, and we are using Tailwind CSS, and we are writing a couple of custom classes for our application. So just keep it as it is. Close this one. You can come back to the UI. There you will find that here I have given a couple of images which you can explore and understand that what are the component we have. So all of the images is looking absolutely fine, which you can check from your end. Now close this one. Close this one. Now we have the most important thing is the Web3 folder, in which you will find all the details about the contract and the deployment setup. So the very first folder we have is the contract, in which you will have two contracts. This is the mock ERC20 token, because we are allowing user to buy with USDC and USDT. So for that we need to create the token in the local environment, so we can able to test the functionality. But when you are doing the transaction on the actual network, all you have to do is to provide the address of the actual USDT and USDC. So this is what we have. So I'm going to test the contract on the local environment using Hardhat. So let's close this one. Come back to the NFT Marketplace contract, and here we have all of the feature which we are providing. So you don't need to make any changes. Every single thing is dynamic, 100%. You will have the control, which you can able to have a look from your end. So it looks absolutely fine. Close this one. Close this one. Now come back to the script. There you will find we have the deploy script, and this one is a dynamic one. You will find that how many supply we are creating for USDC and USDT, and here you will find the other information we are providing to our smart contract for NFT Marketplace, the listing fee, the percentage fee. Here we have all of these details for the mock token. So all of these details which you can able to have, it's very straightforward, or you can just keep it as it is if you want test in the local environment. It looks absolutely perfect. We have written huge lines of code which you can able to have explore. So close this one. Now come back to the most important thing, that how you have to do the Hardhat setup. So you can click on this Hardhat setup, and here I've given all the important details which you have to understand. So you can use Hardhat account when you are testing locally, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. You cannot use your actual void address which you have on the mainnet or testnet. You have to use the Hardhat account, in which you will have this 10,000 fake ETH which you can able to test. Now you can come back here. You will find the details. So currently Hardhat is supported by node 20. You have to use node 20 in your system, then you can able to deploy the contract. Otherwise you're going to have a lot of complications. So this is the only requirement you need to have, and this node version you need only in this particular directory, because in the front end we're going to use the latest node version. So in this directory we have to use the node 20, which I will show you. If you don't know how to control your node version or downgrade or upgrade your node version, make sure to watch this video, in which I have explained how you can install NVM. NVM stands for node version manager, so you can able to control the node version. And when you will deploy the contract, by default Hardhat is going to use this particular account, and it will become the admin. and it will have 10,000 fake it which you can use. This is the network configuration we have. And when you are changing your wallet address in your MetaMask from account 1 to account 2, make sure to clear your MetaMask history, because when you are testing locally, hard to keep the history in memory. So you should better remove that one, so your transaction will execute, because sometimes the transaction will fail because of the memory. And here you will find that all the account which Hardhead will give you, which you can simply import in your MetaMask and perform the transaction. So to import, you have to simply get the private key and you can simply import in your MetaMask. And this is the account Hardhead will use for deployment. And here we have the second account in which we're going to receive the commission, but you can update that later. All the commission is going to be received in this particular account, but you can change that. Okay. So here we have the Hardhead setup. I'll do every single thing, so just follow this video till then. Close this one. Now come back to Hardhead configuration. So we are deploying to Hardhead environment, and here we have done all the setup. You can do the setup for any network very easily. If you come back to the packages and file, we are using the most stable version. So no matter when you are building this particular project, it will work absolutely fine. No matter when you are developing, we are using the most stable version, and it's very compatible with all of the script and the packages. So let's close this one. So this is our main folder which we need only for deploying our contract and testing. Once we're done with that, we'll get the ABA and the addresses, and that's what we can provide in the application to test and make it live. Now you can come back to the environment variable for the front end, and here you have to provide all of this detail. So I'm going to test this application locally. So when you will deploy the contract, you will get the addresses, the same addresses you will get for the contract, for the USDC and for the USDC. That's why I have already given this address which you don't need to perform. But if you're deploying to any other contract, any other network, you will have a different address, and that's what you have to provide, which I will explain. You can give your project ID for WalletConnect, so you can easily able to make the connection with any wallet provider. So that's what you can provide. Now you can come back here. You can see here we have the JWT token, because we are using Pinata IPFS for storing the data, and you have to get your own JWT token, and that's what you have to provide. Then you can able to upload, which I will show you how you can get it. And here we have the node provider. We are using localhost, and this is chain ID. And you have to get your FormSphere API key, because we're going to allow user to send email. So this is the only environment variable you need. You need the WalletConnect, you need the Pinata, and you need the FormSphere, which we're going to get it together. So just close this one as of now. Here we have the get ignore, just keep it as it is. We have the JS configuration which allows us to compress and have a watch model, so it will execute perfectly in the browser or anywhere else. Now you can come back to the next config file. Don't need to make any changes. Every single thing is dynamic and perfectly aligned. If you come back to the package, so we are using the most stable version. So no matter when you are developing this project, it will work absolutely fine, and we are using the most stable one. Wing, View, we are using the chat model and all of the motion forma, ether package. That's all we have. So these are the latest packages we are using. We are using Tailwind CSS for designing our entire styling part. So just keep it as it is. Don't make any changes. Just follow this video till the end. Now close this one. Come back to the post CSS. This is the regular configuration we have. If you come back to the readme file, then you will find all the details which I have provided, including the structure, all of that you will find. So try to study this. I've given some of the importance link which you can explore. So if you want to launch your cryptocurrency and have a multiple payment option, you can watch this particular project. And here we have the other details. Come back to the Tailwind configuration. Here we have added some custom styling, custom animation. That's all we have. So you can simply play around with this, but before you make any changes, I would suggest you to test the way I'm doing it. After that, do all the changes. So there you have all of this option. So this is the complete folder and file structure. I hope you have understood the complete folder and file structure for this particular NFT marketplace, that what are things you have to put from your end and how we have designed the entire architecture. Now let me perform and get all the environment variables so we can test all of this feature. So first thing we have to do is to come back here in the env file, and we have to get these 3 environment variable. After that, we're going to do the testing and deployment of the contract. So first we have to get this project ID, and it's very easy. Come back to the browser, open a new tab, type WalletConnect, and hit enter. You will find the very first link, or you can find down below. So you can simply find, click here, and you will come back here, and here you will find the complete documentation that how you can easily able to configure this multi-wallet provider. You can click on this Rayon dashboard. I have already created my account, so make sure to create an account, verify your account, and then you will have the dashboard. They might change the interface because they have recently updated their interface. So here you will find the complete thing. If you want to create a new project, or if you want to use your existing project, you can simply copy and you can use this one if you already have the project. But if you want to create a new one, you can simply click here, click on this create team, and here you will have the option. So select whatever you want. I'll select this one and click on this continue, and I can give the name. So I'll say NFT place and click on this continue, and you can select with this one, and I can go with the other, or you can pick anyone. Click on other, click on this create, and it's going to create a project for you. Once you have that, give the name. I'll say NFT Marketplace. Click on this create, and it's going to create the project for you. You will see NFT Marketplace. Now you can simply copy that one, and that's what you have to provide here. That's how you can get your WalletConnect project ID. We got it. Now you have to get your Pinata. So it's pretty easy to get it. Close this one, open a new tab, type Pinata, hit enter, and you will come back to this particular site. It's a really powerful platform which allow you to upload your document to the IPFS, and it's free to use. So if you're building an application for a small startup, it's absolutely perfect to go with. Okay, so I already have my account, so make sure to create an account, verify your account, and just wait for a couple of hours. Once your account get fully verified, now make sure to log in. So I already have my account, so I will log in straight away, and it will take me to my dashboard. And here I am into my dashboard, and you will find all the files which I have uploaded. So to create an API key, you can click on this API key. You will have this option, and you will find all the API key which you have created. So to create a new one, you can click here, new key. You will come back here. Let's give the name, whatever you want. I'll say NFT Marketplace. I want to have the access of admin label, so click on that, click on this create, and it's going to create the API key for you. So we need this one, JWT. Simply copy, and that's what you have to provide here. Simply paste here. So we got our Pinata credential. Now you have to get your forms pair if you want to send an email, because we have an option in our landing page where we allow user to send an email. So I'll simply come back here, close this one, come back here, type forms pair. You will come back here, make sure to create your account, verify your account. I already have my account, so I will simply log in straight away. Click on login, and I already have a couple of projects which I can simply get it from there. So you will find this is the project we have. So if you want to create a new project, you can create it, or if you want to get the API key in the existing project, which you can get it very easily. So what I will do, I will get the existing project. So it's very straightforward. Make sure to watch this video in which I have already explained how you can create your account and how you can get it. So I already get this one. All the project which you will create is going to reflect here. You can simply toggle between any one of the project, and you can simply get the API key. You can simply get the API key from here. Got it? So I'll simply get it from here, and that's what I'm going to provide. So this is how you can get your all the environment variable. Perfect. So we have all the environment variable. Now we are ready to test our application. So I'll simply close this one, and first thing we have to get into this particular folder and deploy our contract. That's the first thing we have to do. So open up your terminal. So before we deploy this contract, I want to show you something very interesting. So you can come back to the blockchain coder, go back to the pro blockchain. This one is the most complete project we have developed, which you're going to build industry ready project. So I want you to come back here, watch this video, and understand that what project we have included. We have the chat communication, bidding system, we have the NFT creation in 3 different models. So you can able to have a look that this is the complete blockchain development course in which you will master complete blockchain, where you're going to build industry ready project. You're going to learn about the security optimization which you can perform in this particular project. So must have a look. You will understand every single thing. Now let's come back to the topic. Go back to our code editor. Right now you can see I'm in the main directory, NFT Marketplace DApp. This is the main directory, but I have to get into this particular directory, Web3, and I have to deploy the contract. So what I will do, I'll simply type CD and Web3 to get into this particular directory. If I want to come out of this directory, go to the main directory, I can simply type CD dot and I will out of this particular directory. So that's how you can toggle between directory. So let's go back to the Web3 directory. Right now you can see I'm in this particular directory. If I check my node version, by default I will have the latest node version, but this node version is not compatible with the hard hat, so I cannot able to deploy the contract and test. So I have to downgrade my node version and use a specific node version which is 20 in this particular directory, but in the front end we are using the latest one. So I have to downgrade. So to downgrade, I have already installed NVM. So type NVM-V, like -v. I have already done the installation of NVM, which helped me to control the node version. So I can simply do that. I can simply downgrade it. I'll say NVM use, let's say use 20, hit enter, and here I have downgraded my NVM, like node version. If I check my node version one more time, I have the required one. Now it will work absolutely fine with hard hat. And I want to tell you one thing, the moment I will delete this terminal, it will be reset every single thing. So if I delete it, if I open one more time, I will come back to the main directory. Again, I have to go back to the, if I show you the main directory node version, I have the latest one. But if I go back to the Web3 directory, if I check one more time, I have the latest one. And this one is not compatible. So again, I have to simply downgrade. So I'll say NVM use and 20, I will have it. So that's how you can simply downgrade or upgrade your node version. So once you're done with that, now we have to do the installation of the packages. This packages I have to install. So simply type npm I So first you have to come back to this Web3 directory, then you have to downgrade your node version. After that you have to install. So this step is very important. Now you have to hit enter and it's going to start the installation. This might take a little bit time depending on your system configuration and the space and how fast your system is and your internet is. So just wait, give some time. Once the installation will complete, we'll move to the next stage for deploying our contract. So just wait. Finally, the installation is completed and you can see we are getting a couple of commands. Simply ignore this one because we are using the combination of latest and old packages to have a stability. So simply ignore this one. Now, all you have to do is to clear up your terminal and now you have to execute this command. So we have this node and we have testing in our local environment. So we have to execute this one. So it's going to start the local blockchain so we can easily deploy our contract and test. So we can come back here. Still we are in the Web3 folder, Web3 directory. I'll type npm run, type node, hit enter. Is going to start our local blockchain and it's going to give you 20+ account. You can see Hardhead will give you 20+ account and that's the account which I have simply copied from here and I have provided right up here. And this is the account Hardhead will use for deploying your contract. If you want to import this account, simply copy the private key and import in your MetaMask. So make sure you should start this one, then you can able to import in the MetaMask and the application will run on the local node. So first you have to start this, then you can able to import the account. So this account will deploy the contract and this account is going to receive all the commission, but later you can update that. So make sure this should be running. This is the first thing. Now you have to simply split the terminal and you can see that we're still in this particular directory. Now we are ready to deploy our contract. So before we deploy, we have to simply compile our contract. This will give you the details whether every single thing is okay in our contract or not. So I'll simply type npm run and give the compile, hit enter, and it's going to compile our contract and it will generate the artifact which we need, in which you will have the ABI of the smart contract which allow us to communicate with the deployed contract. So you can see it will deploy and compile our contract. Once it will compile, so it will compile our contract and we have successfully compiled the contract. You will get the artifact and the cache. If you open the artifact, in which you will find the contract, and here we have the ABI. So we have the ABI of our ERC20 token, we have the ABI of our NFT marketplace. This too is important because that's what we are importing in our contract functionality. So just keep it as it is. So we got the ABI, there is no problem in the contract. Now we are ready to deploy our contract. So this is the command we have to run, npm run deploy. So type npm run deploy, hit enter, and it's going to deploy our contract. You will find all the stats, all the consoles log we are doing. That's all you will find here. That's all you will find. All of this script commands which we have executed, all the transfer of the fund we have done. You can see how much we have transferred, how much we have initialized, which address hold the token, because we are transferring the token to different addresses so they can easily able to buy it. That's all we are doing it using the native currency. So that's all we have here. Perfect. Once you will deploy the contract, you can come back here in the deployment part and then you will find the ABI. It will automatically give you the ABI which we already have from the artifact automatically. You can come back to the addresses and here you will find the address of the token. So this is the NFT marketplace address, this is the USDC, this is the USDT. If you come back to the localhost, here you will find the details about the token, the description, the symbols. That's all we have provided. That's all we have provided. And this is the exact address we have here. So if you come back to the front end environment variable, we have the same addresses. We have the same addresses. Got it? You can simply, or you can simply come back here. You can copy the addresses and paste one by one in these three places. Got it? But we are testing locally, so you will also have the same addresses. Close this one. Close this one. Now you can see we have deployed our contract. This one is running smoothly. Make sure this should be running. Otherwise, you're going to have a trouble and it will not work. So this should be running. Now we have deployed the contract. Clear the terminal and type cd ... because we have to come back to the main directory, hit enter, and right now you will find that we are on the main directory. Now I can come back here. Let's do the installation of the package. If I check my node version, I have the latest one. There's no problem using the latest node version in the front end. So I'll simply type npm I install. It's going to do the installation of the package. Just wait. And finally the installation is completed. You can see we are getting a couple of recommendations. Simply ignore that one. We are focusing on stability. Once you're done with that, now we are ready to start our application. So you can come back here and this is the command we have to execute. So simply come here. Let's clear the terminal. Type npm run dev. Make sure this should be running. This should be running and you will find that our application got started on localhost 3000. You can simply copy this URL. Now you can minimize it. Don't delete it. You can minimize it from here or you can do it from here. Don't delete it. Otherwise every single thing would be reset. So I'll minimize it here. I'll go to close this one and every single thing is ready. Now I can come back here, close this one, open a new tab, give the URL, hit enter, and you will find our application is going to be live. And finally, we have our application. Here we have the landing page where we are displaying all the stat. Every single thing is looking fine. You can tap it and that's all looks great. Now I can come back here and you will find that here we have the email section. So I can come back here, I can give the email address. This is what I have, the blockchain. So it's a chain. Let's remove the CK, the blockchain coder. If you have any answer, any question, any doubts, make sure to shoot an email in this. I would love to help you in that. So let's click on this subscribe to newsletter, and it's going to send an email and I will receive the email in my phone. So we have successfully sent the email. Now you can come back here, click on this create for your first NFT, and it will take you to your dashboard, and there you will have the complete details. So here we have in the dark mode, you can go back to the marketplace. There you will find we have no NFT listed currently. So right now there is empty. If I go back to the create, I can simply create the NFT. If I go back to my collection, I can come here and I can see I have no NFT. I can come back to my listing, and here you will find that this is absolutely empty. If I come back to the analytical part, here we have it, it's absolutely empty. If I go back to the activity, here we have this one. So currently I'm connected with the user account. If I come back here and if I go back to the admin account, so I'll simply click here and I can go back to account number 4. So that's how you can able to tackle it. Now before you perform any transaction, I want to show you one thing. So first thing, I would suggest you that if you already have localhost in your MetaMask, simply delete that, because sometimes it will create a conflict with your existing configuration you have done. Come back here, click on this, you will have this network option, and here you will find all the network which is already added. So you can see that this localhost is already configured. I'll suggest you click here and you can come back here and you can see what are the details you have to provide. So this is the localhost and all of this variable, but you can do the manual configuration or you can do the auto configuration. We already have that. So I'll simply come back here. So these are the network which is available. If you want to add one more, you can simply click on add and it is going to switch, and click on approve. So it will be added and it is going to switch it up. Or you can simply delete that one, which I've already explained tons of time. Okay, it's not a big deal. That's how you can add the network. Now you can come back here in the MetaMask and you can see that 1, 2, 3 is my actual account. So I cannot use my actual account. I have to use the hardhat account. So you can see the account from 4 to all the way 23 is my hardhat account. So I would suggest you first import the hardhat account. You can see this account 2266 is the admin, and in which I'm going to receive all the fund. So first import the hardhat account. If you don't know how to import, you can come back here, go back to the Web3, go back to the hardhat, and there you will have the private key. You can simply copy and you can come back here, click on this add, go back to the private key, paste here and click on import, and you will add that. You can see I have already done the import, so it's giving me this error. So this is how we can import that. Got it? Right now I'm connected with the hardhat account, and before I perform the transaction, let's clear all the history. So I'll go with the advanced, click on this clear history, because I have done a lot of changes. Now give a reload and you will find that our application is connected successfully. Now we are ready to create our first NFT, and you will find that admin option is also available, because this is the account we have used for deployment. If it's not there, if a different user will come, it will not visible. So what I will do, I'll simply click on the create. Now we can able to create our first NFT. So I can come back here, let's click on this, and I have to upload my image. So I'll go with this one. Let's call this one the blockchain coder. I can come back here and I can get some description from here. Let's copy this one. That's what I can provide. You can give the attribute. So let's call this pro course. You can come back here, say NFT MARKET place, and you can provide other attributes if you have more. Click on this. Now I can come back here, I can give the pricing. So let's sell this to 12, let's send this to be 100 USDC, let's send this to be 100, and I like the light mode. This looks perfect. Set the royalty to be 7 or 10. You can set that one and just keep it as it is. Now you can click on this review, and here you will have the details which you can have a look. And now you can click on this mint, and it's going to mint the NFT. It's minting. Now click on this confirm, and the NFT is minted, and you will be redirected straight away to our collection section. So right now you will find, come back to the my listing, and here you will have the details about the NFT which is listing. You can see behind the scene we are loading our images and displaying the components. We got it. Now if you want to do the editing, you can do that. You can simply come back here, increase the price to 15, or this one is going to be 20, or this one is going to be 20, or something 2. That's all you can do. Click on this update, and it's going to update the price, and here you will have the updated price. In the same way, if you want to create one more, I can come back here, I can simply give the next, I can give the details. So I'll go Daulat Hussain, I can give the same description, I can give the, let's say, courses. I'll keep the attribute as it is. Click here, let's give the pricing. So this will be, let's say, 10, let's give this 10, this will be 12. You can give any pricing, and I want to have the royalty, let's say 7, and click on this review. We got it. Now I can click on this mint, and here is going to upload the document, and I have to simply confirm the transaction, and the NFT is created, and I am right up here. If you come back to marketplace, you will find the 2 NFTs listed for sale. If I want to buy, I cannot buy it because I have created this NFT. You can see the metadata is loading, and here I have the metadata. I can click on this view, and I have the details, and that's all is there. I can simply buy my own NFT. So if I want to buy with ETH or this, I can simply click here, or I can click on this payment. Here I have the model. Now I can select the mode. I can go with the 1200, I can go with the 15 ETH, and here it will open. Click on confirm, and I have bought the NFT, and I can come back to the my collection, and you will see the NFT I have bought it. So it will look absolutely fine. In the same way, I can increase the pricing and the commission. That's all I have the control. So if I want to resell, I can simply click here. I can set the pricing of the resale. So I'll go with 10, I can go with 100, I can go with 100. Any price you want to give, I can click on this and click on this confirm, and the NFT is listed in the marketplace back. And here you will have, if you come back here in the admin panel, from there you can able to control the entire smart contract, which I have already shown you. If you come back to the setting, you can change the pricing of the ETH. This is the price you want to have. Click on this confirm and click on this, and it will be completed. You can change the percentage if you want. You can paste here, click on update, and here it's going to perform the transaction. So it's really powerful. This is how you can able to control, and every single thing is absolutely perfect. If I change my account, I can able to purchase the NFT. Click back to the account number 5, and you will find that I'm not the admin, so it's not allowing me to have the access. I can come back to the marketplace, and there you will have this NFT is available. I can simply click on this buy, and I can simply buy it. I can go with this USDC. Click here, click on this confirm, and I can click on this confirm, and the transaction is completed, and you will see that I bought the NFT. It's right up here. I can release this one. I can click here. I can able to have the editing. I can simply go with the editing mode, and I can change the price. So let's call this to be 35. Let's call it to be 1000, and 100, or you can call it 1000 for both one. And click on the list and click on confirm, and the transaction is completed, and you have listed the NFT to the marketplace. So it's really powerful. This is how you can able to start application in control. You can come back to the landing page. This looks absolutely wonderful. So I hope you have understood that what are the feature and functionality we have included, and how powerful this NFT marketplace is, where you can able to receive the royalties, commission, tons of feature we have included into this one. This is the complete NFT marketplace. Now, if you really want to make your complete ready to launch with the industry, I would suggest you to watch this one, where you're going to master complete programming language. You will build 5 different contracts. That's all you can see. You will have multiple courses on the Tailwind CSS, all the important tools, software which you need. You're going to learn about the security optimization. You're going to build a backend API. So make sure to check this bootcamp. You can able to build more powerful NFT marketplace, which you can see right up here, more powerful. And you can watch this video. So I hope you have understood. If you have any question, any doubt, do let me know in the email ID. Send an email, and we'll provide you more information. This looks absolutely wonderful. So with that, I'm ending this video. If you have any question, any doubt, do let me know in the comment or in the email. We'll try to help you in that. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.